Hello, welcome to our channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video, we're going to look at this book. So this is Behind the Legend Unicorn. So this is actually a nonfiction book about unicorns. So it's talking about the history. I believe it's part of a series called Behind the Legends. So the author is Erin Peabody. The art is by, I'm going to butcher this. It'll be in the description. Art by Joe Mike Tidajdo. Again, it will be in the description. I cannot pronounce these names. So this is an interesting book. This goes over the different, kind of the history behind unicorns. So it has a couple of little chapters. It's Meet the Monster. So I'm guessing, there's a series. There's a Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, werewolves, zombies, and dragons. I may cover some of those. Make good books to cover. Normally I stay away from nonfiction, but this is interesting. And unicorns. I have a 3-year-old. She likes unicorns. She also likes catacorns. They're putting horns on all sorts of things. I think I recently bought a panda corn. Yes, a panda corn. So I think we have a llama corn pajamas that she doesn't wear because Peppa Pig. She's obsessed. But moving on to the book. Not my 3-year-old who's asleep. Thank God. But so you have the introduction of the monster. You have the one-horned wonder. You have Holy Horse. You have the Power and Poison. You have the Beauty Scrutinized. Doubters and Dreamers, Keep Your Sparkle. So that's the conclusion. So Meet the Monster kind of talks about the background history of unicorns and how different and what they are, and kind of how they transformed into the colorful little creatures. And then we have the One-Horned Wonder, which talks about the background history of unicorns and how they were viewed and perceived throughout time. Obviously, all of this is in black and white. You have their short little chapters. Talked about dozens of different cultures writing about unicorns and different things and historical things. And, yes, how they were perceived. Yes, that is possibly a unicorn. And then we go into the religious, how they see it, how it became this holy creature and pure. Think Harry Potter, like you drinking the blood of a unicorn. So, and how they decided not to be part of Noah's Ark. Apparently they were busy and they swam. And then it talks about the gentler creature that wasn't fierce. And again, more various different mythical beasts. And again, more history. In this chapter, Power and Poison, it does talk about the medieval times, how they were seen on various coats of arms. The British coat of arms for the current ruling family, King Charles III. They have a unicorn. Unicorn and a lion. I think the unicorn might be Scottish. Could be wrong. I think they talk about that symbol of strength. Nope, let's see. Nope, this is the current United Kingdom. So, yeah. See? That's the current coat of arms of Great Britain. So they have the unicorn and the lion here. So, and then how they would use the horn. We're not talking actual unicorn horns because, these are mythical creatures. As far as we know, they don't exist. There's no proof. But you do have the narwhal, which isn't necessarily a horn, it's a tooth. But they were found either on the whales themselves or possibly, decayed whales, its teeth. So it ends up on beaches. So they would find that, or rhino. Hate to say it, rhino. Which unfortunately is still used in, I think, Chinese medicine, which is, they're endangered because these crazy people are hunting down these creatures. So, talking about poisons and how the unicorn horn, if you put it in it would neutralize poisons. That was the big thing. Or you have a cup of unicorn horns. Various rulers had unicorn horns, including Elizabeth I. So, and the beauty is scrutinized. Again, this shows the narwhal. They started seeing these creatures and realized that the horns weren't real. So they go into and of course the superstition that hurts the wildlife, the rhinoceroses, and of course the elephants that they're going after and used in ancient, I don't know whether it's just Chinese, it's probably a mixture of various different Asian cultures, unfortunately. No fault of their own. And I think it's mostly the elder generations, not the younger generations in those cultures. So, science moved on. They moved doubters and dreamers. People began to realize this is crazy, at least in the Western world. So, and religion takes over. These things people become more widespread. And move on through this. And on to the more modern. So, and now you just kind of have the unicorns as media. So, like we have now, and the various different other renditions of it, including My Little Pony, or whatever unicorn thing is. So, I think I'm doing a My Little Unicorn thing, My Little Pony thing, this year to, again, counteract my books, or to balance off my books. So, fantastic book if you're looking at a decent, again, this is a children's book, so probably mid-elementary, or you can definitely read it to younger kids. Let me see, how long is this? It's not very long. So, 118 pages, and then it does a main sources, and then further reading. It lists fictional stuff. It lists The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. It covers Bruce Coville, who has the Unicorn Secret Moon Silver. It lists a couple of unicorn books, Into the Land of the Unicorns. Yes, I reviewed that book series. That was some of my earlier series. Earlier videos, if you're looking for more unicorn stuff. I'm covering a whole bunch of unicorn stuff this month. But it lists some other unicorn series in here. So, you could probably read it with younger elementary kids, and they would get it. I think I covered another much more younger elementary nonfiction unicorn book this month. The video's already been shot and somewhere. So this is kind of the middle elementary, I would say. Even high school level. Again, it's not very long. It's a good starting off point if you're looking at the introduction. Again, this is kind of behind the legend. This gives some basic information. So it is very, very interesting. Looks at the history and how it was used. Again, it's not that long, about, what did I say, like 118 total pages. So again, and there's lots of pictures. So that's the reason I say about middle elementary, is where you're going with this book series, with this book. So that's the end of this review. If you like what you see, be sure to check out the rest of the channel. I'm covering unicorns this month. I'm shooting this in December. Just FYI. And you guys will be seeing this sometime late summer. I think late summer. I'm not always sure where the heck I'm at. I have to look at my list. Giant list. But I'm doing unicorns. I've done some more serious topics. I'm doing various different cultures. I always balance those off with at least some sort of film. It's hard with, like, I think I'm doing Caribbean American history. Trying to find anything besides Cool Runnings is not easy. So sometimes I cover YouTube channels and other YouTube videos to get my content. The LGBTQA is another topic that's being covered this year, which again is a mix. Trying to find media to balance that is not easy. So again, I think I have a couple short films going on for that. And again, I do stuff like unicorns. I do lots of series. I'm covering the Princess Diaries. What should be running while you're watching this is the Guardians of Ga'Hoole. Guardians of Ga'Hoole, which is owl middle school fiction. That's Catherine Lasky. And I covered Maid Cabot. I have previously, if you're looking for more unicorn stuff besides this month, I did cover Bruce Coville's Into the Land of the Unicorns series. that was one of the first things I covered. So um, that is an early video. It might be a little rough. It's been a while since I watched that. Um, if I know he's coming out. He's splitting up his last two books. I may or may not read them. I have my opinions on how he ended that book series. That have probably more to do with the fact that I was 11 when the book series started and close to 30 when it ended, when he came out with the last book. So, but again, check out the channel, see what I've got. I cover fiction, I cover nonfiction, I do films. I try to balance stuff out on my theme months, and I do at least 2 videos a week, books on Monday, film or media on Friday, minimum of 2, usually more. So, thank you.